So until recently, when we talk about fighting climate change, nature wasn't a very important part of the topic. But actually, our research shows that nature is responsible for about a third of our climate goals. If we can conserve and restore our ecosystems, we can capture a third of the emissions that we've released into the atmosphere. Now that is an immense potential, but that can only be achieved if nature is in its complex, natural, diverse state. Because the one key rule about nature is that every single species depends on other species to survive. And it's when you have that complex mixture that it locks carbon away, and it helps us with climate regulation, but it also helps us with food security, water security, disease control, and our entire economy. So ultimately, we need to save nature on our planet. Capitalism is unfortunately built off our utilitarian way we see nature. And so our economy is built to drive the simplification of nature. But if we want to survive on this planet, we need to bring back complexity. We need to bring back the wilderness, the wildness of nature. It's only if we can start to change our systems to really value the full interconnected complexity of nature that we're going to have a chance of surviving in the long term. So one thing is we work with the government of Costa Rica. We measure their biodiversity. And what we see is, so they've done this payment for ecosystem service program. So they pay landowners to bring back biodiversity, and when that happens, nature has returned, but also ecotourism has improved, and so the economic status of Costa Rica has improved at the same time as nature. So nature is the economic preference for Costa Rica, which is amazing. There's no way we could ever understand the complexity of nature if we don't collaborate. No one can understand the full details across every single aspect of this immense and complicated system. And actually that, I think, is the strength of our research. When we put together the microbial person with the satellite person, they learn about tools that would never be available. And that is when you start to see the collaboration and the interdisciplinarity that moves our movement forward.